We arrived at the National Cathedral at 11 o'clock on Monday, May 3rd, 2010. It was the biggest cathedral I've ever seen in my life. This is the front of part of the cathedral. I like the stained glass windows on the top of it. After that, we signed the guest book. We then ate at the post office pavilion, where I tried a new flavor of ice cream called Coffee Coffee Buzz Buzz Buzz. Ford's Theater came after lunch. And then we traveled across the street to the Peterson House. Then we adventured all the way to the Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial. We all went behind these men and got a group picture. Later that day we went to the Jefferson Memorial. We finished the first day at Magell's Pizza Buffet. We played this game you see in the picture, the blue one, and it is rigged. We all think, because we never got the money. We started off day 2 heading to the White House Visiting Center. We all had to go inside the White House and we took lots of pictures, but we can't take pictures inside of the White House because you're not supposed to do that. We even got pictures in front of the White House looking at it from a distance. There is a girl who has lived here for 31 years in that tent protesting about nuclear weapons. Later we went to the post office pavilion for lunch, just like the first day. Then we started chilling on the ride to the next stop. We later that day went to the Supreme Court of the United States of America. We went inside of it and a nice lady told us all about our country. We went to Arlington National Cemetery and we saw a soldier doing a ceremony. Here, the guy on the left started checking the guy's gun to make sure everything's right and perfect. After that, we started walking out of Arlington, but before we left, we had to see the eternal flame. Here's a picture of former President Robert E. Lee's home, which is located in Arlington National Cemetery. Here's a pic I took all by myself of the eternal flame. You can see it barely, but it's on the bottom, below the chain. Then we took a ride to the Iwo Jima Memorial. Then we adventured to the Vietnam Memorial. Here are some of the women statues in the Vietnam Memorial. Then we went to the Lincoln Memorial and we also saw the reflecting pool. We got a close-up picture of Mr. Lincoln. Later that night we went to the Korean War Memorial. The next day we took a bus ride bright and early the next day to Mount Vernon. We took a tour of Mount Vernon once we got there. Here's what the back of the house looks like, because we got to go in their backyard. We're in the backyard, and in the background you can see the magnificent Potomac River. We later then went to the Capitol building. This is the top of the rotunda. There's a pretty picture up there if you look. We later went to the Museum of Science and Natural Industry, where I got to go inside a butterfly thing where they could fly on you and touch you. We took a picture of a dinosaur. Roar! Later we traveled to the Kennedy Center. There's flags of every single country in here. Early the next morning we went to the World War II Memorial. We got to shake hands to the World War II veteran who was sitting in that chair that day. We then went to the Air and Space Museum, where we went on a crazy flight simulator that got to go upside down and everything, and that ends my journey of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.